Hello, my name is Dave Fletcher, and I'm coming to you today in order to ask for some help in completing my dream project, which is a book tentatively titled Myth Education: Profiles of Gods, Goddesses, and Other Supernatural Beings from Around the World. First, a little bit about me, and then about the project. I am, first and foremost, a father of 5 daughters. Yep. A husband to 1 wife, and a pet owner, and a teacher. I am currently a teacher at Kendall College of Art and Design in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where I have for nearly 10 years now been teaching courses on mythology. And it has become my obsession to study and now write about mythology. A couple months back, I ran a Kickstarter campaign in order to raise money for a book which at that point was being called Myth Adventures. And the Kickstarter was not successful in the extent that I didn't raise all of the money I was hoping to raise, but I was trying to raise a lot of money because I was looking to hire an editor and self-publish and do all of that stuff myself. It was very successful in that through the Kickstarter, I found a publisher who wants to publish my book. So that's fantastic. It's a small press publisher, and it does mean, though, that the book will be published in 3 different continents, in at least 2 different electronic forms. So it's going to be a thing, regardless of how this campaign goes. It will still be published. But the point here is that I want to make the best possible product I can. I want to make a mythology book that stands out from the rest. And other than my own contribution in the writing, which is hopefully entertaining, yet still informative, accessible for anyone, whether they have studied mythology for years or if they've just seen Disney's Hercules. So it should be fun and enlightening for just about anyone. But the thing that's really going to make this book special, if I can get your help, is original artwork. The book is made up of a number of profiles, as I said, of different gods and goddesses and other supernatural beings from around the world. And I want to commission artists to do pictures to go with each of those profiles. The visual component of mythology is often as important as the narrative portion of it. So I'm not an artist myself, but having taught at an art school for a number of years now, I know the kind of beautiful art that can be inspired by these mythic figures and their stories. And also because I teach at an art school, I know that the worst thing you can say to an artist is, could you do this work and I'll pay you later, or do it for exposure, because artists die from exposure while they're trying to pay their bills. I won't do that. I will not commission any work that I can't pay for. So what I want is your help in raising some money so that I can hire artists and get really beautiful, cool, original artwork to accompany the written words that I've provided. And so that's what this campaign is for. The book will be published. We've got that. That's great. But if it's just words on paper, that's great. I like books. I like reading. But to give it this other component and make it something really unique, yes, I'll qualify the word unique, is the ultimate goal here. Anyone can pick up a book on mythology at any bookstore. Amazon is filled with them, but there are not many that have both entertaining and academically rigorous writing and beautiful original artwork. So I'm hoping to be able to hire some of my previous students who are now professional artists, as well as other artists from around the world whose work I've found online. I've talked to some already. There is interest, but of course, they want to be able to get paid first. So that's what I need your help with. In order to make Myth Education a really special book, make it worth picking up, we need the art. So you can see there are a number of rewards for making donations, free copies of the book, signed copies of the book, and for the higher level donations, you can do things like pick a god or goddess to profile. If I've already written about that god or goddess, your name gets attached to it, and that gets dedicated to you or a person of your choosing. Or if you want to figure that I haven't gotten to, we can add that in because of the nature of the book. It's I add in as many as we want at this point. So pick a character that you're interested in, and it's yours. Also, for even higher levels, you can get printed copies of the original art that will accompany that piece in the book. So some nice stuff, but ultimately what you're doing is helping to produce a book that will stand out on bookshelves and hopefully appeal to audiences, both young and old, experienced with mythology and new to it. So please consider making a donation. I greatly appreciate the word of mouth and the pledges that we received from the Kickstarter, and now we're just hoping to go further with the specific goal of getting money for the art. The only other expenditure we really have is marketing. So if I can pay all of the artists I want to do all of the art I want, and there's still money left over, that will be put towards marketing to make sure that as many people as possible hear about and hopefully pick up the book as well. But that's it. The editing, the publishing, all of that stuff is covered. So you really have a very direct influence on the quality of the look of the book. I want something that's as fun to look at as it is to read. So please consider making a donation. I would appreciate a great deal. My wife would appreciate a great deal. My children probably don't care less, but they'll be happy when I'm happy. So thank you. Thanks for listening, and let's get this project made. Thanks.